This lesson is inspired by one of my all-time favorite books. My dad gave it to me when I was 4 years old. You can tell I really love it. We're doing a mixed media collage with moving parts. I got this idea from one of my colleagues on my team. I put that together with the Dr. Suess that I love, and kids are doing a fun artist statement, so I think this will be a fun way to get them writing and thinking about what they're making. So we're gonna be drawing a machine. We need an in, an out, a body where all the stuff happens, and we're going to make sure we do a horizon line. Notice in this story, Dr. Seuss, the horizon line is the line that splits the sky from the ground. And notice that his aren't just straight across. He's got a lot of different interesting, I guess the horizon line is back here. So you can do an interesting horizon line because maybe you're on a hill, or you could do one straight across. Don't forget to add your name and use the watercolor to make the top half blue. You are welcome to do like I did and make a little sketch of your machine before you start on the big paper. You can do this in your sketchbook. If you do a sketch, don't take forever on it. Don't make it a finished drawing. And remember, we're going to draw light until we get it right. So you want to have an in, an out, and you want to have some spot in the middle where the magic is going to take place. And once I have it lightly sketched where you really can't even see that, then I'm going to take my Sharpie and go over it more carefully. When you start to cut, super slow like a sloth, try to find the shortest spot between your drawing and the paper to get started. Like, I don't want to cut all the way through this long. I want to keep the long spot so that I can trade that with a friend, because I need to cut some gears out with that. All right, we're going to take our glue stick and go around the edge. You want to work quickly, and you don't really need too much glue. Figure out where you want your machine and press it down. Use our templates or draw your own gears. And we're going to do 3 or 4. We're hopefully going to trade papers with our friend. So I'm going to give somebody my extra purple. You can fit a few on there. And since I'm just the first one doing this, I didn't have anybody to trade with. But trade with a friend, grab a scrap of colorful paper, and trace or draw your gears. You want 3 or 4. Now here's a little strategy for cutting out the gears, because some of these are kind of complicated. So if you will take your scissors and see how I'm cutting around the circle that it makes, that's going to be step 1. And then step 2 is we're going to cut out those little divots in the gear. So I'm going to start with my scissors and then cut and turn the paper. And then you're just going to repeat that. For this next part, you want to be working on your placemat, just so that you don't get any Sharpie on your artwork. And you can add some extra cool parts to your gears to make them look more official. And then we are going to take these little things called brads. And I have a few of these colorful ones, and after that we might be switching it out for like the big ones, which will honestly be probably easier to use. But you're going to pick out where you can kind of lay out where do you want your gears going. And then you're going to punch through. So what I did on the back is I held my finger like this with the paper in between and punched through so that I could support that. And it will be a little easier if we have the bigger ones. Okay, slightly stab myself. Now I'm going to flip it over And on the back, it's made out of two little parts that you're going to open and press down. And now our machine will work. At this point, if you want to, I don't want you to write with words on here. I want your artwork to say the thing, but we're going to make an artist statement to go with it. But if you want to color more, if you want to maybe add some more lines and details onto your machine to make it even look more fun, you can. You might want to do an in sign so people know how to use it. If you do, use your best handwriting and try to make your sign look like it's staked into the ground or like it's hanging on there. When you're done designing your machine, it is time to work on your artist statement / sales page. There are some blank spots for you to use good handwriting to write in some information about your machine that you designed. So you want to put your name here, designed by Miss Larson. I'm going to call this my Art Confidence Machine. This machine will help you buy. And then you're going to give the benefits to your machine. You can do it in bullet points. You want to have some complete sentences, some benefits, use your best handwriting. You really want to sell your machine so that people will buy it. You could put the cost. You can write it like Dr. Seuss, $5 each.